Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading forecast. This reading is going to be for all the Sagittarius in their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Sagittarius, I already shuffled the cards and laid out your spread. So we're going to get into your reading. Sagittarius, thank you all so very much for your continued subscribes and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Sagittarius, your focus in the week ahead is guidance. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. So this is your focus in the week ahead is guidance. Look for guidance. Seek guidance with whatever you're focused on here, to have more wisdom, to have more knowledge, to have more understanding. Sagittarius, don't hesitate to get guidance, but also to be mindful that you make sure that you're very particular about the guidance that you are seeking wisdom and knowledge and understanding on, because you want to make sure that the guidance you get is good guidance and not some badass horrible advice. So be careful. Seek guidance, okay? Credible guidance, Sagittarius. Underneath you have a additional guidance card to go with your focus. We'll look at the end of the reading, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, your focus, you have three cards here. You have the King of Pentacles, which is earth energy. He's the master of his suit. He has the Midas touch. Whatever he lays his hands to, he can create. He's very successful at doing so. Look at all of his success here, his money that he's built up. He's very good at building. He's very good at planning. He's very creative and very successful at bringing it into form. So you are focused on managing something, or you are focused on your creativity, or both. You also have the Knight of Cups, water energy, feelings and emotions. With this Knight of Cups, you may be focused on an opportunity, or you may be focused on your dreams. Now, be careful with this Knight of Cups energy. If this is about your dreams, or someone has a dream, that this isn't a fantasy or something that's a pipe dream, so to speak. You want it to be something that you can actually bring into form, and not something that you're just chasing waterfalls here. So be mindful of that. But this is the Knight of Cups. This is you focused on your dreams, on your goals. This is you possibly focusing on an opportunity, what you can create or seize as an opportunity or an offer here. And so you may be being enticed by something with this Knight of Cups here, that you may want to manage or create or bring into form, or that you want to add to what you've already built up or creating. And you also have this King of Cups. He's the master of his suit, water energy, feelings and emotions. Now take a look. He is looking at this Knight of Cups as if to consider. What he isn't doing is jumping up for that Knight of Cups. So I feel that with this King of Cups, it's very important for you to really consider things, Sagittarius, to make sure that you have your emotions in check, that you are not running with your emotions about any opportunities or the things that you could be enticed by. Make sure that you are using your head and your heart and in a balanced way, because I feel that there's a need for you to exercise some restraint with a particular opportunity or with certain opportunities, and especially with opportunities or offers that you may feel enticed by, so that you can make sure that you are not chasing hot air or something that is not going to pan out, or you learn on the other side that it's actually something that'll blow up in your face. So be careful about any opportunities or offers that you're looking to seize or receive, or that you feel enticed by. Sometimes some things could be too good to be true, no matter how good it sounds or seems. So be careful about this. Also, if this is something you're trying to create, make sure you're realistic about your capacity to build or create something. Sure, you have the Midas touch. Whatever you can create, you can build. But what you're good at, what the King of Pentacles is good at, is that he really does know that he can build it, because he has processed the matter. He's analyzed it. He's planned around it. He doesn't just fly off the cusp and just like look at something that's like, oh yeah, I could do that. He really, puts a plan together and really weighs the pros and cons and looks at all the details and makes sure that there's nothing missing around the situation, and looks at what all is involved, what the consequences are, the pros and cons, before he decides whether or not to commit to a project or to commit to create something or bring something into form. So I feel like that's something that you need to think about too. It's just not just to be like, oh, because you're good at building and creating stuff, or that you're very creative, that it means that you should be trying to create every fucking thing. No, Sagittarius. Sometimes you need to slow your roll and show some restraint, okay? And be more emotionally balanced, okay? And keep your head in the game and your wits about you. And it's not that you can't say yes, but don't say yes first without really looking at what's being offered, without really looking at what it takes to do what's being asked of you, or what you're asking of yourself that you want to create or build, and whether or not it's feasible and doable, by you really coming up with that blueprint and seeing if that structure is solid and worth doing, first of all, and then can you really do it, and then say, after all of that, whether you can say yes. So be mindful of the guidance, okay? Don't derail from how you go about determining what it is that you will build or create, because you may have a successful streak at doing so. There's a reason and a method. Don't stray from your method, okay? Just keep it sensible, and what's kept you successful, stick to that. Don't just jump to it. Don't be irrational, okay? Don't be impulsive. So in the recent past, Sagittarius, you do have the Four of Swords with the Page of Wands. So there's a lot of youthful energy, young energy here. Well, with this page. So with this energy in the recent past, I feel like you were considering, contemplating, meditating on things in the recent past. I feel like you brought something to rest. Something that around this Page of Wands, I feel like there was some challenge with this Page of Wands. I feel like it put you on guard, this Page of Wands. I feel like there was some sort of challenge around it. Someone may have been immature or impulsive, or there just may have been some immature, impulsive energy being thrown around, so to speak, where It was challenging energy. I feel this is like around communication in the recent past for you, Sagittarius, where you responded, you were being responded to, and because you see he's got this big ass wand in front of him, and he all buff, like he about to be brawlic, like he gonna bring it, like, you know, somebody bringing it to him. So I feel like there was some challenging energy. Somebody might have been a little immature in their behavior, attitude, or, you know, this is you, or somebody was being this way to you, or, you know, everybody, whoever was involved in this communication, there's just this energy of challenging energy, immature energy going on here, where you felt like you needed to guard yourself, or you may have, or it's because you felt on guard or attacked, or maybe who you were dealing with felt this way. But I feel like you were able to put this energy to rest, but not after some sort of exchange where you dealt with some level of challenge around it, Sagittarius. Now it's also possible, you know, Sagittarius, for some of you, you try to go in a new direction or initiate something, go in a new direction, and that new direction didn't happen. It got put to rest, or you just didn't initiate it. You just, you know, thought better about it and just did not go through with it. Or perhaps you were waiting for a response and the other party is not responding to you. This might be you communicating and the other party isn't responding to you, or the other way around. But this feels more like you just put to, in the recent past, you put to rest some sort of challenging energy where there was just some immature, impulsive behavior and attitude where, you know, you felt defensive. Who you've dealt with may have felt defensive, or communication was in a defensive nature. Now, in the present, where you are right now, Sagittarius, is you have the Nine of Cups, which is water energy, feelings and emotions, with the Queen of Pentacles, earth energy. Queen of Pentacles is the do-it-all lady. Okay, she can do it all. She's very creative, similar to the King of Pentacles, but she's more of a nurturing kind, where, you know, she's good with taking care of others. She's generous, she's kind, she's nurturing. She's also very creative. She's very productive. She loves to creature comfort. She likes to find things in life too. And she knows how to go to work and take care of home and take care of others. And she's very practical and grounded. She's a planner also. And it's with the Nine of Cups energy. And so where you are right now, I feel that because this person is kind of kneeling, and it's like you were at a place between trying to figure out between doing, it was like you were at present at a place of deciding between doing the right or the wrong thing. Okay? So it's like you had a place of morality right here now. And so it's like in this place of morality at present, this is like you choosing between what's the right thing to do here. And so the right thing to do here, where you're at right now, is you're just choosing to be humble. You're choosing to be nurturing. You're choosing to be kind. You're choosing to manage and work on things, to build, to be productive. You might be trying to let bygones be bygones, okay? You and whoever you're dealing with. So this could be around a relationship, or this could do with family. This could be around business, or this could be with whatever your focus is, where you may be exercising some restraint and choosing to just be chill and just try to focus on improving the situation, the relationship, the circumstances that's going on around it. But this is what's going on for you at present. You're just trying to create a measure of satisfaction and gratification, just choosing to do the right thing here. And you feel like the right thing is to nurture the situation, to still work on it, to build on it, to remain creative, okay, to still try to reach for your little cornucopia with that horn here, okay, to reach for your horn of plenty and focus on having that, good time. Okay, maybe focus on being good and kind and nurturing to yourself, to who you're dealing with, or to the situation. Now, in the future, Sagittarius, you have the Devil and the Queen of Wands. In the future, what is this? So yeah, this is in the future, Sagittarius. So the Devil is, well, first of all, you could be dealing with the Capricorn and have this energy in your chart, Sagittarius. But with this energy of the Devil here, in your future, you could be in your shadow, in your ego, in your lower vibration, or you could be dealing with some sort of toxic situation or toxicity of some kind, either within yourself or possibly with somebody else. There are two people here, okay? You could be trying to release yourself from a toxic situation. You could be feeling under pressure, and I say that because with this Queen of Wands here, this is fire energy in action. But right now, she got her eyes closed. She got a tear falling down her face. She don't seem to be in the greatest of spirits and inspiration and tenacity and drive like the Queen of Wands can be. She's kind of seems like she's resigned herself to be in a place of submission, or just kind of, it's like she's submitting here, okay? I don't feel like she's given up, and I say that because she still holds her torch, her wand here. She hasn't given up, but she's like you're just kind of over it here. You tired of something. You might be tired of submitting to some bullshit that's happening. I feel like it's something that just keeps coming up, and you shedding a tear about that shit because you might be a little taken aback that you still find yourself affected by this, whatever this is that's causing you to feel affected here. You could be dealing with temptation, or you could feel threatened. You could feel a little powerless, perhaps. You could be exhibiting destructive patterns where you may feel stuck in situations, emotions, or thoughts, experiencing bondage, restriction, limitations in those areas. Also, with this energy, this could be you experiencing some sort of negative self-talk. There could be some sort of abuse of some sort. You could be giving up your personal power in some way. With this energy of the Devil, you also could be experiencing some sort of ruin or suffering, Maybe you are refusing to let go of something. You could be depressed. I'm picking up depressed, or just, feeling some despair about something. You might be refusing to let go of something here. This could be you trying, dealing with your own personal demons, so to speak. But, something's got you feeling weighed down in the future, Sagittarius. It could be a relationship, okay? Some asshole that doesn't know how to treat you, or, got some growing up to do. Maybe both of you got some growing up to do. Perhaps you're experiencing some restrictions and some setbacks with the things you're trying to create, or with opportunities you're trying to seize, or things you feel enticed by that you probably should show some restraint towards. Or perhaps even though you may be choosing to do the right thing, it doesn't change that your feelings may be hurt by someone, or that you don't like what has transpired or is transpiring, even though you may be trying to be the bigger person in the situation. You may be trying to deal with the things that you are obligated to, or you may feel trapped or lacking some freedom, or dealing with adversity. But when I look at this, there may be an object of your desire here that you feel like you can't get to, or someone is keeping you from, because there's a hand reaching out with this kind of ornament, and she's reaching for it. So maybe you have desires and goals that you're just not able to reach, or you feel like you're not reaching them, and this is a disappointment for you. You're feeling, maybe feeling a little bit defeated. You might be being a little too hard on yourself. Perhaps someone that you are, if you're working with someone or dealing with someone in any of your creative projects or with your goals, perhaps they are letting you down in some way. They are not as supportive as you would like, and this is a disappointment. There's a myriad of things I'm picking up that's going on here, Sagittarius. So please only take what resonates, but all of this is coming through here. And you're just saddened by the bullshit, because you got all this passion, all this energy. And I feel like, for some of you, if this is like a partner, you thought you were with somebody that was of the same mind, was on the same page, and they don't seem to be showing you that. Like, they talk a good talk, but they're not walking. They're not walking like they talking for you. And then they're showing you resistance. Like, you don't feel like they got your back, and you don't feel like they're reaching for the same things you're reaching for. And it feels like you starting to see, or it's looking like they on some bullshit, and this is upsetting to you, because you want to be a team. You on fire, and you want that person to be on fire too. Maybe you're on your own and you want a partner to share in your endeavors, in your goals, in your creativity, in your dreams, in your entrepreneurship, in your passions. And maybe you're sad about that this is not the case, that you are moving forward, and you want someone to share it with. Perhaps you are at a place where you feel stuck, and you want to be able to turn to someone significant that you can trust and get guidance from, and you realize you don't have that, and that is disappointing or disheartening for you. here. But something about this is toxic for you and is causing you to feel sad and upset, or feeling like you have to submit, or something is, perhaps tempting you to the point where it hurts. Sagittarius. Be mindful here that you don't exhibit destructive patterns, because with this combination, the Queen of Wands, even though right now she's showing this energy of like kind of just having a moment, when you open your eyes, be careful, because the Queen of Wands can also be a spitfire if she's getting her lower vibration, where she can exhibit destructive patterns, and once she makes up her mind for what she wants, she don't give a damn what it takes to go about getting it, who it hurts or what gets destroyed, even at her own detriment. So be careful that whatever you're experiencing or going through and letting it wash over you, that you do release it, okay? And don't let that energy stay with you. Whatever this toxicity is, whether this is going on within you or in your circumstances, or you're dealing with somebody here, release it so that you don't end up being a spitfire and, burning down the village. Sagittarius, I'm just saying. Because, who knows what you're going to do when you open your eyes and you get finished shitting that fucking tail. Okay? Just saying. Hell hath no fury like a Sagittarius scorn. So Sagittarius, let's take a look at what your attitude is here. So your attitude is, you got this Two of Pentacles and you got the Page of Pentacles. Another page. Okay? This is your attitude. This is earth energy. So this could be you focused on money or resources or your creativity, whatever it is that you're building. You could be trying to change something. You could be trying to weigh something up, balance something out. You could be trying to be practical about something or take a practical approach. But what this feels like here, Sagittarius, is that I feel like this is you weighing up the worth of something, or weighing up something for the sake of the gain in it. What's the gain in it? What's the worth in it? Is it worth it? Is there a gain here? It's like you weighing something up here. Is there something to be gained? It's like you weighing shit up now. Okay, you starting to do math in this piece. You starting to do some math. Uh-oh. So if you starting to either size up a situation, size up some money, size up what you're doing, or size up somebody, but you weighing something up for its worth or worthlessness. Sagittarius. Something better add up. Somebody better add up. I'm just saying. You just saying too, right, Sagittarius? Get you to start doing math. And so Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at what your concern and influence is here. You do have Temperance and you have the Knight of Wands. So Temperance, this is you showing up. And Temperance is a major arcana. The Sagittarius showing up. Now this could be you dealing with the Sagittarius, but your concern here is with the Temperance here is that you could be concerned about whether or not you're able to avoid any extremes here in your situation, or whatever this is you're dealing with. You also could be concerned about whether or not you can balance something out, whether or not you can do something in moderation, whether or not something can be done sensibly, whether or not you're miscalculating in something, whether or not you can keep something stable or avoid instability, whether or not you can maintain harmony or heal something, balance it, whether or not you can reach your aim, whether or not something can be mediated, okay? Whether or not something can be sensibly dealt with or looked at, whether or not you can have self-control in the situation, whether or not proper measure can be put into this, whether or not you can put the proper energy into this situation or not, or if someone's putting the proper energy into the situation or not, or whether or not you want to put any more energy or not into something or someone. And with this Knight of Wands here, this is about the concern for excitement, whether or not you have excitement towards this or not, or whether or not someone else has excitement towards this or not, or towards someone, or for the situation, or for what you're creating, or for what needs to happen. This is whether or not you want to move on something, a concern for that, a concern for whether or not something can have movement, whether or not something has the staying power, because the Knights, you know, that's very fast energy. Now, this is about movement, but, you know, Knights, you know, you want to be careful about Knights because you want to make sure they're going to stay, because they're in and out. A Knight can be in and out on you. So you could be concerned about someone you're dealing with being in and out on your ass and not really showing you any staying power, not really keeping up their end, not really showing up like they say they would, or like they said that you can count on. These are your concerns. Maybe you are now trying to decide whether or not you could need to be out on that person. You might be trying to decide if you want to take any more action. You might be concerned if you're losing fire and inspiration. You may be concerned about whether or not you even want to be bothered anymore. You may be concerned about how you can still have movement with the situation. And so your challenge, your obstacle, Sagittarius, is you have the Ace of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Cups. This is earth and water energy. So what is your challenge here is how, with this Ace of Pentacles and with this Queen of Cups, how do you practically seize an opportunity? How do you practically create and manifest what you want? How do you gain what you want in a situation? How do you bring it into form? And how do you apply wisdom to this? What enlightenment can you have in the situation and bring wisdom to the situation with this Queen of Cups? How do you nurture it so that you can bring this Ace of Pentacles, this resource, this if this money, if you will, or this new abundance, or this new project, whatever this represents as prosperity, abundance, there's a new resource. How do you create it? How do you manifest it? How do you bring it into form? How do you make it happen? Okay? How do you nurture this so that this comes into form, that you can put your hands on it, that you can receive it, that it can exist for you in your world, that it can be available to you, that you can claim it, that you can obtain it, that you can achieve it. And so this is you needing enlightenment. This is you needing understanding. This is you needing wisdom in this situation. And this is also your challenge. Is what is the wisdom you can bring to this? And so again, seek guidance so that you can have the best possible wisdom to the situation that can be applied. Okay? so that you can bring this into form, bring it into existence, whatever this Ace of Pentacles represents for you. Windfall of money, a new resource, a new opportunity, a new business, to get an approval on something, new entrepreneurship, whatever this is. So let's take a look at your outcome, Sagittarius, and you do have the Ace of Wands, nice, with the Page of Cups, another page. So with these energies, here is your outcome. Your outcome with the Ace of Wands here is you having a new start. You initiating a new start. But with the Page of Cups, this is about you being curious about what to initiate, perhaps. This is about you needing to be creative about what to initiate. This could be about you focusing on what you may also need to heal in order to have that new start. You may be relying on news or a message in order to have that new start. But this may be some measured curiosity. You trying to figure out what to initiate, what to start off with that's going to be new. You may have more than one iron in the fire, but you got to use one of them, and which one. And so you're curious which one to initiate or start with, perhaps, to have this new beginning. Or you're curious how to have a new beginning to start. Or you might be curious how to go about a new start. And you may need to convey or have conveyed to you some guidance with this Page of Cups. And so, because again, you have a lot of pages here, which is young energy. You may not have enough experience or enough knowledge here. And so again, I resort back to guidance. This is you needing to focus on getting guidance with what you're doing here, okay? So that you can be able to move forward and see progress with your new start, or what you want to initiate, and what you're weighing up, and what you're trying to bring into form, because you got two aces here. You have an Ace of Pentacles, you have an Ace of Wands here. That's action, and that's, you know, earth energy, bringing something into form, initiating something new. A practical approach. So let's take a look, Sagittarius, at what your guidance is. You have choice. You have choice. This is your guidance. You have a choice. Whatever this is, even with your guidance, whatever you got going on, even in the options, even if you feel stuck, even if there are some limitations, even if there are delays, even if, you know, there are some temptations or adversities, you know, operating your personal power, your guidance is you have a choice in this. You have a choice in this. Whatever this is, you have a choice, and you have the choice to exercise some restraint. And what this says here is, for every action, there is a reaction. So choose wisely. Choose wisely, Sagittarius. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.